Support WrestleTalk!
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk Super News. I'm Ollie Davis. We've got a packed show for you today, including a WrestleMania return potentially being leaked, another match gets bumped to the Mania pre-show, and a bunch of contract updates on WWE and AEW signings. The timestamps in the video description below to jump to any of those stories right now. And because it's a super news, let's have a super click party. Click the thumbs up button, the share button, and give us a subscribe because we're just a few thousand away from 700,000 subscribers. Also, answer our question of the day down below. Which WWE stars do you want to go to AEW and why? Because I'll be replying to people in the comments from out of nowhere. Speaking from out of nowhere, this is Mustafa Ali. He was destined for big things just 2 months ago, but an injury caused him to be replaced by Kofi Kingston just 5 days out from Elimination Chamber. Kofi got hot, and Mustafa Ali not only lost a potential WWE Championship match against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, but also his first name. Ali posted a video on Instagram struggling with the events of the last 2 months, writing, "I've been battling the what if question ever since my injury took me out of the WWE picture. I finally had the chance to answer that question face to face with Kofi Kingston," with a video of him talking to Kofi saying he knows exactly how it feels. "I keep telling everybody, it was so unfortunate. I was mad that you got injured, but it really meant a lot for me. I had to perform for you. A big part of just performing was in your honor. The stuff you've been doing has been amazing to watch." Ali and Kofi cleared the air. Ali and Kofi thought they were safe, but they didn't see the Viper Randy Orton lurking in the comments. The man who halted Kofi's push almost a decade ago, who posted from out of nowhere. What a f***ing guy. All BS aside, congrats Kofi, and I am truly happy for you. Kill it Sunday, bro. Hashtag stupid kissing face emoji. That was a nice thing he said. Thought he was... just assumed he was going to be a dick about it. Which is more than I can say for Dean Ambrose breaking all of our hearts. News broke that Ambrose wouldn't be re-signing his WWE contract over Royal Rumble weekend, where just a few days later, the promotion took the unprecedented step of announcing Dean's status on their website. This, of course, led to many fans speculating Ambrose leaving was all a work because, you know, pro wrestling. But now, just weeks away from his contract officially expiring, his Shield brother Seth Rollins has spoken about Dean leaving, where he acknowledges the promotion can be a pretty frustrating place. "It breaks my heart. I get it, you know. I understand. This place can be frustrating, and he's a guy who's been doing it non-stop for, 15, 16, 17 years now. It's gonna be weird to come into a locker room and he's not there, and knowing he's not coming back anytime soon. So it certainly tugs on my heartstrings a little bit, but I support him in whatever decision he's gonna make." I'm gonna miss you too, Dean. But what about the Shield's actual kind of blood relatives? I guess it's an awkward family lineage. The Usos WWE futures. Current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, also reportedly had their WWE contracts due this month, and as of just a few weeks ago, still hadn't re-signed with the promotion, which is one of the speculated backstage reasons WWE made them Tag Team Champions. Similar to how The Revival won the Raw Tag titles after reportedly requesting their release. Wrestling talent has become a highly sought-after resource in 2019, with the formation of new promotion All Elite Wrestling providing a realistic WWE alternative for many performers. This has reportedly caused WWE officials to re-sign any contracts that will be expiring soon, as Vince McMahon doesn't want the public perception of his company to be that people want to leave it. Well, they appear to have had success with the Usos, as PW Insider is reporting WWE came to terms with Jimmy and Jay on a new deal several weeks back. In what I'm sure is totally unconnected, they also now have a WrestleMania match, with them defending their titles against The Bar, established well-known tag team Aleister Black and Ricochet, and Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Raw Tag Team Champions The Revival, however, who still frequently reference AEW, aren't currently booked on the card. Read into that what you will. But that's not to say All Elite Wrestling are currently empty-handed with WWE talent whose contracts would expire this month. As legendary announcer Jim Ross has just officially signed with the promotion. JR has been rumored to go to AEW before AEW was even a thing, with SE Scoops reporting all the way back in October that Chris Jericho, Jim Ross, the Being the Elite crew and the Khan family were all working on creating a new wrestling promotion. AEW made the announcement in yesterday's episode of their Road to Double or Nothing YouTube series, revealing JR will join the broadcast team alongside SiriusXM's Alex Marvez and PWG and All-In commentator Excalibur. But as great as JR is on announcing, it's his decades of experience behind the scenes, particularly as WWE's head of talent relations, that'll be invaluable to a promotion effectively run by relative newcomers. And that's something he seems keen to contribute.
I want to be able to be a role model and a mentor of this young roster. I want to be involved in a physical, athletic presentation where it's the most important thing in these talents' lives is winning this match. The opportunity to do something new, to help present something new, with new ideas and new blood and a new direction and a new way of looking at pro wrestling was more than I could pass up. I wasn't ready to throw my hat away. I want to play.
And JR wasn't the only former WWE name AEW added, as Justin Roberts was also revealed as the promotion's ring announcer. Roberts was released by WWE in 2014 and subsequently wrote in his book, Best Seat in the House, about the backstage bullying culture in the company. He's another great addition for AEW, thanks to his experience in live event producing. Hopefully one of the lessons he's learned is, don't make wrestling shows so damn long, because yet another match has been bumped to the WrestleMania pre-show. Joining both the men's Giant the Memorial Andre Royal battle and the women's Battle Royal, WWE have announced the Cruiserweight title match between Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese will also take place on the pre-show. It'll likely be one of the best in-ring matches of the night, which you can see mine, Luke and Lars' reactions to live, because we'll be live streaming us watching all of WrestleMania 35 on Sunday. In fact, we're not only live streaming WrestleMania 35, we'll also be doing both the Raw and SmackDown after Mania, the New Japan and Ring of Honor G1 Supercard show, and NXT TakeOver New York tomorrow night. So make sure to tune in live right here on WrestleTalk for all that, which I really hope you do, because that's so much wrestling, I don't know if we can do it alone. We'll also be live streaming us playing WWE 2K19 on Screenstalker before the streams go live. So head over there and give us a subscribe, where you might get to see us react live to such big surprises as Eve Torres turning up in the Women's Battle Royal, along with PW Insider reporting that both Bray Wyatt and Kane are being brought in by WWE to New York for the weekend's WrestleMania 35 festivities. Wrestling Inc. claimed former Divas champion, don't mention the Divas, Torres will also be featuring, prompting speculation she'll be a surprise entrant in the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Torres left WWE in 2012 and has served in an ambassador role for the company ever since. She last featured on October's all-women pay-per-view Evolution on the pre-show panel. The latest Wrestling Observer newsletter is also reporting that Lars Sullivan's return to WWE is imminent, and that while there is no scheduled timetable for his return, it will be sooner than later. Promos for Sullivan started lurking on WWE all the way back in November, when Vince McMahon decided to air the first vignette for his main roster debut at Survivor Series. Sullivan was then made part of the On Their Way to WWE class of new era NXT call-ups, but as each person limply debuted, Lars was nowhere to be seen. This is reportedly because Sullivan suffered an anxiety attack on the January 14th episode of Raw, where he was meant to debut, beat up John Cena, writing Cena out of that weekend's Royal Rumble match for a WrestleMania feud to start building between the two. But that angle being scrapped meant the promos advertising Lars' debut were dropped, and Cena was left with no storyline heading into the biggest show of the year. Oddly though, Cena is still very much planned for WrestleMania despite no TV build or him being featured in advertisements. His segment is being kept under wraps, but it is reportedly nothing to do with Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. It's all your fault, Baron Corbin. Perhaps Lars could debut at WrestleMania taking out Cena in a rerun of the originally planned Raw segment. Triple H gave an update on Lars during the NXT TakeOver New York conference call earlier this week. It's one of those situations where you just have to wait and see. There's much more to come. Remember, you can wait and see with us here at WrestleTalk by joining in with our WrestleMania weekend live streams. And Sunday we'll see Wrestle League Season 1 come to a head, with the loser out of me, Luke and Laurie having to do a savage music video punishment. It's such a savage punishment. But what song should we cover? Thanks to WrestleTalk's Pledge Hammers on Patreon, you can vote on the shortlisted songs by clicking the eye above my head, where you can choose from ABBA's The Winner Takes It All, Kelly's entrance music, Holla! Aleister Black's entrance music, Root of All Evil, WrestleMania 34 theme song, Timber by Pitbull and Kesha, and Shawn Michaels' entrance music, Sexy Boy. Compete against me, Luke and Laurie in NXT, New Japan and WrestleMania predictions this Sunday by clicking the link on the right and becoming a Pledge Hammer today, and watch Luke, Laurie and Pete's reaction to the amazing new trailer for Joker by clicking the video down there. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.